Sex workers, prostitutes, hookers, East Coast they call them hookers, especially like the streetwalkers, ones that like Sepulveda Boulevard, if they get an injury on the job, especially if it's like work related, they can't go to the hospital. They're less likely to go to the hospital because the mandated reporter, the nurse, the doctor treating that injury from a incident from a dispute from doing prostitution is illegal, and then they would end up getting into trouble for it. They often have other criminal activity going on if a crack whore wouldn't want to go because it involves and then crime, right? So criminals, there's a movie about that. There's a hospital intentionally for criminals where if someone gets injured, gets shot, robbed in a bank, and doesn't want to get into trouble, they would then go to that hospital, which is itself an illegal hospital with doctors in there that are working illegally. If they found out what they're doing, they would lose their life. They've already lost their license, right? So this is a way. So that Justine, who was squatting in our house, she had injuries to her legs, and she was often saying she's been in trouble. She has to pay off her debts, and a lot of things she was saying were falsehoods, but there is truth in this because she had all the wounds on her legs that were extreme. She had to get cosmetic surgery in order to make them, to be able to walk around without looking, to look good, to look okay. So she couldn't get that from practicing doctor. She has to get that from that an illegal cosmetic procedure, you see, and it has to be paid off. So she's indebted to the people who are doing that illegal procedure to make her look that she got on the job doing another squat, doing another scam. And I've explained how that is. So then I knew that she was doing that because she had to. She was made to do. A lot of these women are made to do what they're doing because they're held hostage, they're held blackmail. Maybe there's all varieties of this. If someone's has custody of their kids and they're blackmailing, if they find out you're a prostitute, you have kids, they'll take your kids away. You understand? Sometimes cops hold prostitutes, blackmail prostitutes, saying you have kids. That's why if you're a prostitute, you have kids, you shouldn't have sex with a cop because then they'll blackmail you using that. So a lot of that's going on, and stuff like this usually you don't hear people talking about it. It's get hush hush. That's why in that dog park they're keeping it hush hush. They don't want it found out, because the city council would not look fondly on the corruption in the city being revealed in the dog park, and so they intentionally target people like me who are, you see the things about me that people don't like. The sentiment of that person at the dog park who's being honest about it. So who cares? He said, who cares? Who cares? Why? Because it's happened to someone like me who people don't care about. Do you understand the kind of person who lets a prostitute in their house? I want you guys to get this point. The things about me, a Middle Eastern, let a prostitute, I'm the perfect target they pick people like me, because when I report it, people say, who cares? We don't like your kind. We don't like your darkness in this park. That's what the dog admin was saying. The stuff you have in your life, we don't like that lifestyle. We don't like, you have a dark cloud around you. Here we want to be happy, people who are happy, sunshine, good stuff. You bringing gloomy stuff in that. You're talking about incest and childhood think that's not the place to, in the next door app they were saying that this isn't the time and place to talk about childhood incest, childhood sexual abuse. So they target people like me intentionally, so when we report it, no one would want to listen to it. Do you understand? And how much of that goes on? Look at all the targets of squatters. Look at all the places, all the houses where 911 calls are made daily, weekly, over years. Find out what's going on. Why are the police not doing nothing about it? Why therapists keep saying nothing we can do? So somebody's got to do something. And this is what I'm doing. Bring attention to this. Hey, Frankie seeing something he doesn't like.